So you can kind of see right there's the bridge. And right there's the house. Where is it? Right there's the house that Andy and Tootie built. And there's the creek.
That's a
Okay, we are, oh yeah, used to come here to harvest mulberries. So, this is, you'd walk up from here, because the edge of the road is right behind us. From here you could see kind of the front porch sticking around outside of the house about where Darren's head's at. You could see the edge of the house sticking out through there. So you can see the old garage and the old smokehouse.
Can you go in it?
Probably not. Yeah. Yep, all through here.
I see a bucket.
This whole
I see a bucket right there.
yeah area.
Hey, Grandpa.
They would come out and work it as a big field. And then, I'm going to turn around because you can see back behind them where the truck's parked at the end of the road. All that, all along here was cleared out. All that's younger trees in the since the early 70s. The early 70s they cut back doing a lot of it. See why it's real muddy? That's why we had to put your old shoes on.
I love muddy. Can I walk some wood out?
No.
There's some play stuff over here. There's some play tricycles.
Yeah, my grandparents rented it out for a long time.
Yeah, I want to walk over there.
And so the house set right there. When they moved here in the early 40s, on back behind there was a barn.
Where's the house?
But it burnt down a long time ago. And then actually Mill Branch, and if you look at a GPS map, it goes way back through there. Mudslides would come down from mining that was going on and would have several inches of mud all through the house that had to be scraped out. If you've seen old family pictures playing on the cliffs, that's them right there.
That's where Molene, Margie, and Owen played. Norma Jean.
Oh, there's nothing in there.
No.
Open that door. Open that door.
At the smokehouse?
Yeah.
You go look in. Go for it.
Sweet. There, come on. Oh my God, there's one over here.
Go check it out, Toby. Tell me if you see anything in there. If there's a bear, let us know, and I'll run away. Is there anything in it?
Old glass jars, bags.
Let me see. Wait a minute. Let me see.
Looks original.
Yep, it is.
Can I see?
Just brick walls.
Can I see?
Did you want to stick that part?
No, it's not safe to go up there.
Why?
This is one.
Okay, so there's the smokehouse and then the little house on top of it. Yeah, you can see the chimney from here. Who all, you said Girl and Bernie lived in it for a while?
Yeah. And the house that right in here where we're standing, all that in here.
Yeah.
This is where the house was at. And they had about maybe 8 feet in front of the porch over to the creek. The front yard was about 8 feet wide down beside the porch.
I don't think it shows how very steep it is all the way up through there. And like it cuts up into there and then very steep down. Okay, let's go walking. Now,
Diane, you want your check?
I already got one over there.
it wasn't this nice and cleaned out
I'm gonna
until
park another one.
after the house had been gone and they came, the company came in to run gas lines, like gas heat lines. So that's how a lot of all this got done, and it actually leveled it out and made it seem like the creek is deeper over there.
There's the creek. Right along there.
Yeah.
You see, it goes on up in there. Long time ago, in pioneer times, there was more houses up in there, and even a cemetery. When the first mining went on back up in there, they said they had moved all of the graves. I think they moved them down to Roxana Cemetery.
Right over there is where Molene got their drinking water until they dug a well. They used that for years, and finally Molene grew up and got tired of it, and she started digging a well. And her and Margie dug a well. And it's all covered up and gone. But that's a little holler. They have buckets under there like a tub, and they come up there and get your drinking water.
Oh, the tree's blocking it, but it is a little hollow that goes
Drip water the year round.
up in there.
That's long. It's a massive tree. Look. Look up there.
It goes from all the way up there. All the way down. I caught a rock.
We have a long walk up through there, Theron.
Did I walk it up there?
Yep.
The cemetery's still there?
If you go straight ahead, remember where we stopped at the coal mine? And Dad said, hey, you cross that, you come down into Andy and Tootie's place. Way up there, as far as you can see, that's where it is.
What?
Where we stopped, and he showed that you had to cross it to come over.
Mom,
Yeah, so
what do I do with
this
this?
was put in to try to prevent
what
some
do I-
erosion.
What do I put the rock? I want to
It's
keep it.
just, no, let's walk.
And you
Not
went
your
up the
property.
hill, went up the hill here was a road
Oh, yeah.
that went up into another big field and the apple orchard back up in there.
Up there.
And boy, it was rough getting up there and back.
What was that, an orchard from the pioneer times or one that Andy and Tootie started?
No, the orchard was there a long time before they moved here.
So I wonder what pioneers put an orchard in up there.
I don't know.
That's pretty interesting, isn't
Somebody
it?
did. Then I'm trying to figure where they dug their winter coal. I think may have been
Stop.
on up here a little.
I'll thank you with this.
Was it past the Apple Orchard Road? It's hot because they came in with heavy equipment to make this road for the gas lines up there on the back side of that sludge that it's really hard to tell now.
Right about in here, there was a seam of coal, and they dig the coal out and put it in a wheelbarrow or a mule sled and take it down to the house. And that's where they got their winter coal, was right along in here.
Now I went back to full greaser.
At the birch tree. And the 15th day of June, you cut that down
That tree.
and split the bark and take the bark off in sections, and you would scrape it with a spoon and get the sap, and you go sapping. And it lasted for about 2 weeks, and then the sap wasn't there anymore. But at one time, everybody went sapping, and you put it in big jars with some water, and you could drink the juice, and it was real good stuff. And that's about all we had for chewing gum, was to chew on that sap all day.
Says the man who's spitting chewing tobacco. So the orchard road still goes up there. And we still have to get up to this knob. This road makes it really nice. It's nice if you have a gator or a four-wheeler.
That would be awesome. Even if you have that spot.
Pretty soon that's the only way to bring the old man is to have four-wheelers. Where my dad was raised as a little boy, so many logs and everything's on the road. They can't
Today's
get
still
four-wheelers
Sunday?
up there anymore, we were told.
Today's still Sunday.
Okay, we made it to one spot,
How much longer?
and there's all these reminders where they've got pipelines running. So there you can see,
Old ramp.
seeing them helps give a perspective of the property.
Hey, I see something.
Right
I see a
where my
pipe.
fingernail is the house place. All this holler came out over time with flooding. Nope, that was all caused way on up above even is where some of that was from. And you can see there that road goes along there. Hey, I see deer running right up there. Oh, they just... Dad, I just saw the tails of 2 white-tailed deer running.
Huh?
I saw 2 white-tailed deer tails.
What deer?
Yes.
You're kidding.
That
Where'd they
or elk. They went up the hill, up to that sludge area. They were running right up to that sludge.
Now this is the holler where the slip came out, all the garbage that went down went through the house, made a big lake up through here.
Yep. Yep, it came right out there. And I mean, it was a creepy, stagnant, crazy lake. We didn't have video cameras, but I do remember I was in high school. It was still here because I think Teresa and I walked up here with Mark to look at it. So when I was still in high school, they were still dealing with the cleanup from that happened in the early 70s. So even into the mid 80s and late 80s, they were still trying to make them clean up from it. Okay.
On up the holler a ways, there was a big rock, bigger than a house, and it came in here and strip mine and everything, and it got covered up, got buried. And I'm trying to figure out just about where it was at. Maybe on up the way a little. They come and she's down the creek getting them a drink.
Oh, wait, sorry. Mom, I saw a little branch with pine cones in it.
Oh yeah, lots of pine cones, lots of pine trees, hemlocks.
This is odd. Okay.
How old do you think that tree is?
He's only about 95 years old, 96.
So it would have been a little tree when Mom moved here.
Yeah.
Toby, you couldn't wrap your arms around it.
What's that one?
Yeah,
That's it.
that's a beech nut you couldn't wrap your arms around.
A beech tree. So, Grandpa, you said that there's a huge log bigger than a house, and it got buried over here? Oh, we got a road.
Yep, and a cemetery that they relocated up here.
They took the cemetery out.
You know, this is being very pioneer, very primitive at the turn of the century to have your house up here, and because in the 40s for my grandparents and my mom to be harvesting from the apple orchard had to have been started with the pioneers. That was a very isolated life for those people in the early 1900s. Wow. They probably never saw anybody for a long time because it would have been wagons.
3-4 months out of the year, they wouldn't see nobody.
Can you hold this for a minute?
Yeah. Nope. Keep walking.
Up the creek.
Oh my goodness. Don't touch.
Can I have it back?
Dead captain.
Wow.
What?
Ain't that something?
What is it?
That's my first captain scouting. Turn it over and let's look at it. Use your hand.
Wow.
Grandpa can keep that.
Boy,
Good
I bet that one's over 100 years old.
Wow.
Let's see, it's 50 years old.
Go, Theron.
That's the first natural death I ever saw. Somebody could have shot him with a 22.
Dad.
Maybe.
I think the big rock was right along in here somewhere, Thursday.
Okay.
It was huge.
I like
And,
following in a walk.
Very huge. Boy, look at all the beech trees.
Where my finger is pointing is where the gas lines are. So it's way down the, is where we started at. And it was up in there where the apple trees were.
See, all these beech trees, they're good saw logs right now to make lumber. But they'll get 3 times as big over a couple of 100 years. They live to be 500 or 600 years old. But what this digging is, I figured out, is a deer digging down looking for food.
Ah. Right here, all these bare spots. Deer. The deer are hungry. Look at all those mushrooms growing out there, Theron.
I don't see him.
The white things. Not something you want to eat.
Now see, all of this came down from the strip job mine.
Yep,
Strip job.
yep,
All just slid right down the mountain.
yep. This is all from the it was still barren
Hello.
in the 80s. Now he's on the phone.
Hello. They closed that.
No, Dad, where we're at, cell phones are hardly going to work. It's hardly going to work.
You'd have to be on top of the mountain.
Yeah.
And surely our kinfolks realize that. But they don't know that we're not on the top. You know.
Right.
How much further are we going to walk right here?
We're going to keep walking till I'm done. Till I'm at the head.
What if you Boy Scouts? What's these plants here on the right?
See, you can
What
tell
are
it's
those
still
called?
super swampy up here. From cattails being
Come
here.
on, Boy Scout.
Cattail.
Hey,
He's
Theron.
calling you out, Boy Scouts.
Theron,
He's not a Boy Scout. He's a Cub Scout.
It's cattail.
Couple days he's official.
give me 5.
Well, I was going to stay
Hey,
there and burn
Dad,
it out.
what's this growing on here? Do you know the official name of it?
Yeah, it's a parasite, like Spanish moth. That's all it is. Yeah, this is the redbud forest. All these trees through here that you see is redbud. There's a little sycamore.
So this parasite is all over them.
Yeah.
Whoa, Dad lost a pack of tobacco. Okay, so look how it's like embedded in there. See how it's growing in it? Feeding on the tree.
Yeah.
Tobacco.
You can see how it's grown right into the limb.
Yeah.
How? Let me see.
Spanish moss. Same thing.
Spanish moss.
And it could well have blown in here from Florida and got a start.
Might-
All the trees has got it. Those are
Migrating birds could have held
you
it.
see, here's what happened. You see all this scaly stuff?
Yeah.
That's how the seeds got lodged on that.
Uh-huh.
That's how it got a start.
Where's that first tobacco?
He
Huh?
threw it away.
He picked it up.
Here we go.
We got to keep walking. They are long gone now.
Hey, dude.
Hey, what can you do with the dried out
Cattail?
cattail? What can you do with it?
Eat it.
No, nothing.
You actually, and that Native Americans would before, whenever it was just after green, when it had just turned brown, they would eat them. They would eat it,
I know you need the roots.
and the that fluffy stuff up there will go up in a snap to start a fire. You crumble it up, whoosh.
Look, I got one for you to look at.
Okay, I got it.
Look
Let's
at the
go.
poop turn.
We got to keep going.
Now this road, it just keeps going and going right over top the mountain.
Yep.
But we're not going that far. I'm not.
I'm not even.
Chicken! I can't believe what a good job they done on that big wall.
Yeah.
Ooh, humongous thing.
You got a saw? You got a
Big old house. A big old rock.
That big old rock.
Why do I need to stop? Okay, well, you'll catch up. What's wrong with your shoes? Okay, just sit and wait on us, Toby.
How's Toby going up?
I'm going as long as I want. For 2 days, this is what we're doing.
No, it's not.
Yep.
That sucks. Ew, that's disgusting.
Now, this is the Pioneer Road. And there's enough four-wheel traffic that comes through to keep it functional. Down there's Mill Branch. Hey, Dad. Tell him the right side is drier. This side's drier.
You'd make a good Boy Scout.
Toby, move this branch out of the way. Pick it up.
It might work.
If you're getting cold, you need to walk a little harder. Warm up. No, you got to be quiet. We want to see more deer, Toby. You can see right through there. The more, and that's just natural erosion.
What's happening?
And that is a straight up climb. You would literally be on your hands and knees trying to climb that
What?
hillside.
You just grab one of the trees and just start climbing. Hey, Grandpa, there's a tree. It goes, whoop.
Okay, running low on battery, so we're going to take a break.